Well, hello. You join me at my workplace, my place of work. I could start that again. Can't be bothered. No, that might be in the way. Alright, probably be alright. Messing around with USB wire. Right. We are going on a bit of a journey. Let's manoeuvre out of here first. Right, you didn't get to see much particularly interesting of my place of work there, but that's not what this video is about. I do have other videos that do feature it. Right, today, or tonight rather, it is 1736. What's the date? I can't remember. It's Monday the of August. Cannot remember the date. But anyway, I'm going down to Cumbria to see my parents. Are we still recording? Yeah, we are recording. Now, the thing is, a couple of days ago, when I used the camera, I went shopping and got some new boots for work, which I'm still wearing actually. I could have changed into my ordinary boots, but I forgot. I filmed the drive, and that's a previous video, which you may have seen, may not have seen. You may have watched about 30 seconds of the video and thought, well, this is boring, and then parted company with it, and that's fair enough. But I had the camera plugged in to charge from the auxiliary socket in the car, and it didn't seem to charge, and I don't know why. I think I've got a strange collection of USB leads. It's micro USB, and for some reason some of them will transfer data to the computer from the camera but not charge it, and some will charge it but not transfer data. And I think I've now got one plugged in which will actually charge it, because 2 days ago it didn't charge, and it just managed to keep enough charge for getting home with the journey I did. But this is a much longer journey, so hopefully this will work. Let me just check. Are you charging? 84? Okay, well when I started the recording it was 83%. The battery now says 84%. So this is good. So hopefully it'll keep it charged up. We shall see. Right, we're going down into Cumbria. Going down to see my parents. They are at the very base of Cumbria, right on the coast, on the west. Probably won't record the whole journey because kind of half of it is motorway, and that's not particularly interesting video. What I am going to do is do something a little bit interesting for the first B section. Oh, that was the wrong gear. How long have you been driving, Peter? Only 7 years. Crikey, it is. Yeah, it's 7 years. 7.5 years-ish I've been driving. Wow. Yeah. The route, most of the route, the first part of the route is the A7, which is the historic route from like Carlisle up to Edinburgh. But I've filmed bits of the way to get to the A7 before from where I live. What I'm going to do, being that I'm going straight from work and I'm filming from work, I'm going to do something a little bit different again for the start of the journey, because the bit of the route that takes me to get to the A7, I've kind of included that in other videos one way or another. So I'm going to do something a little bit different now, which will add a bit more time to the journey. Well, it adds more length to the journey, but it'll make it a little bit longer, a little bit slower. But yeah, pigeon. There we go. That was like a John Woo moment. Somebody somewhere will get that reference. Right, off we go. Right, I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to turn left. I definitely haven't filmed this before. I've only come down here a couple of times before as well, so there we go. Yeah. We are going to go essentially through the site of the Battle of Flodden, which occurred in 1513, I think, between the Scots and the English. This is Northumberland, we are in England here, but obviously over time, throughout the centuries, there's been various altercations and the border has moved. But so once upon a time this was Scotland, but this for a good time now has been England. We will be going into Scotland surely, but at the moment we're still in England. Yeah. So here we go, a little back roads in Northumberland. I do like these sorts of roads. And the little houses you see and all sorts of stuff. It's lovely. Very twee. What's the betting I'll find a tractor? I'll probably get stuck behind one, because that happens a lot at the moment. Which is fine, that's fair enough. They've got a job to do like anybody else. But what's the betting I find one coming the other way? Because that'll be entertaining. Right, this is Branxton, the size obscured by the foliage, but this is Branxton. In the Battle of Flodden was actually, more correctly, technically the Battle of Branxton, I think, in terms of the sort of main location. So this whole wee area, back in the 1500s, yeah, there was bloodshed. It's pretty horrendous. But today it's just another kind of sleepy wee kind of border / Northumbria village. Right, where do I want to go? I want to go this way. Otherwise I would be going back towards where I live, and that's not where I'm going. So, you can probably see up on the hill there, probably obscured now by the hedge, there's the Flodden Monument. Up on the hill, just to the left. So this was it, this was the site of the battle, basically. Yeah. History was made here. You can see they're parking for Flodden Field. We're not going there, obviously, we're carrying on along this road. Oh, somebody else in the road. There you go. Now, so I spied that she had headphones on, so I reckoned that she might be potentially not able to hear me approach. You would think if you were walking on this sort of road, you might not want to kind of obscure your hearing, but never mind. Who am I to judge? This road probably does not see much traffic, to be honest. Although, when it's tourist season, I suppose there'll be a reasonable few people going to the monument and such. But anyway, this is the slow part of the journey. This is the slowest part of the journey. Today, this is a little bit pointless. But I just thought I'd come through here and show you this little bit of route, this bit of scenery, and that wee little bit of history there about the battle. So there we go. If you're into that sort of thing, then you're welcome. If you're not, then you're welcome just the same. I'm not particularly into it myself, really, but I just kind of find it interesting. That kind of like battle, military history and history of between countries and borders and things isn't particularly something that I'm really bothered about. But it is kind of nice when there's places close by that you know, were important places. They had an important part to play, and there are quite a few places like that around these parts. Yes. Yeah, I don't want to go left because that takes me completely the wrong way. Right. I only came down here like 3 or 4 days ago, and I can't remember which way I went. But no, this is the correct way. At some point, we do find a bigger road. Just so you know, the journey I'm doing is from home it's 143 miles the way I usually go down, but being that I started from work, it's probably going to be basically 150 miles is what I'm doing tonight. Look at the state of this road. Well, it is a minor road, but that is a kind of a borders and Northumberland trait, unfortunately, is the smaller roads tend to be a bit iffy because, you know, it's a pretty huge area with, relatively speaking, not a huge population. So, well, that's a big haul. I'm glad I straddled that. So there's not an awful lot of kind of tax money that goes into sorting the roads out. The main roads get done pretty well. They tend to be in reasonable condition, but you do tend to find that the smaller ones they're iffy. But that's why you watch what you're doing and where you're going and such. But I like the random scenery. I like the places, little hills and valleys and nooks and crannies and diggers in fields and such, and farms. Oh, there's a horse up there. Hello, horsey. Crikey, yep, there's another car. Ooh, we never have this many cars on this road on this time of day. Well, today you do. Right now, left is what I want to do. Yes, this is the way I went the other day. Yep. So this is a complete wild goose chase. This is just ridiculous. You know, I've got a relatively long journey. It takes about 3 hours. And I'm starting it by doing this. But why not? shouldn't have shifted up yet. Go on, Mr. Pigeon. Thank you. Yeah, the reason I am doing this is just because I'm a little bit mad. But there we go. Give it a bit of that. Ooh, crikey, there's somebody coming the other way. There's opposing traffic. Oh! Well, the road is a bit wide, isn't it? And a bit better fettle. I do rather like the countryside. This is just lovely. It is glorious. I don't think I could live in a city. I just don't think it would kind of gel with me, to be honest. This is just splendid. Brightest of evenings, but it's not been the brightest of days. It's been pretty dull today, and it was kind of raining for most of the day, and not heavy. It was just kind of fine rain, really. The perfect kind of rain for when you drive in a steam train, and if you want the rails to be particularly slippery, makes it much more interesting to drive when you've got full loads on the back. But that's what you have sanding equipment for, so you're able to grip the rails. Alright, okay, I'll slow down and try not to get into the verge while you speed past. Thank you. Yes. Stop commenting on other people's driving. I'm sure there's lots of things I do that aren't quite right, but I try my best, and I try to remember what what's in the highway code and all that jazz. Right now, I think I go right. That there is Mindrum, I think, that we just bypassed, or we just turned away from. There's lots and lots of wee places with lovely kind of quaint names. It's all very twee, but it would be because the River Tweed does run through this area, so, and I live close to it. Now what that says on that building where the scaffolding is, not knob something, this is my wall. Okay. Good on you, yeah. Yeah, you see now I probably would be coming into Kelso now. But it's taken a little bit longer to get there because I decided to do this route. Oh, come on, fourth gear now, I drop into third. There we go. This will be when the timing chain breaks. Bang. End of car. Well, end of engine anyway. It's going to be a bit strange actually doing this journey without music on. Usually I've got the radio on or a CD, but because you are recording, I've not. A, because, you know, copyright strikes on YouTube and all that, and also, well, you'd not be able to hear my fantastically interesting commentary, would you, if I had music on? Bearing in mind that if I'm playing a CD, then the music I'm listening to these days tends to be heavy metal, so yeah, you wouldn't hear me, which you probably would prefer. You might well prefer not to watch this at all, but never mind. Scotland welcomes you! Welcome to the Scottish borders. Thank you very much indeed. That's the second time I've said that exact phrase in 3 days on a video. Never mind. God, it's glorious though. Everywhere you look, you've just got lovely views. It is a lovely place. It's a lovely part of the world. Northumberland and the borders, and Scotland as a whole as well. But the furthest I've been in Scotland, as far as I'm aware, is up to Kelty, up in Fife. Okay, there you go. Fair enough. She did wait. But yeah, Scotland is beautiful. It is absolutely fantastic, and Northumberland is also really rather good. It's all lovely. We're still recording, and the camera miraculously this time is actually charging. Hey, yeah, Roy. I wasn't sure what to set the white balance as on the camera, so I just left it as automatic, so it's probably a bit off in places. But because it's the evening and it's been a dull day and it's cloudy and it'll be getting gradually darker, I decided just to have it automatic. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? If you can see round the curve and you can see that it's clear, there's nobody coming the other way, fair enough, cut it if you want to, if that's going to help you out, but only if you can see that it's clear. If you can't see round it, then don't cut it. The amount of times I get to curves like that and somebody comes round, somebody appears out of the blue and they're in the middle of the road. It's like, what are you doing? I swear people at times must think to themselves, oh well, I use this road every day and there's never somebody coming the other way when I'm coming this way on this bit of road. Well, it can happen, you know, because it's a road. It's what they're for, you know. It's incredible that other people might want to use them occasionally. Who'd have thunk it? I'm trying to think where to stop off because we're not massively far from Kelso now. I don't need a comfort break yet, so I think we'll carry on, go through Kelso and go all the way down to Hike, I'll probably stop off there at the supermarket. Probably. I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so sure. Dear. Windy Walls. There's a place called Windy Walls. Splendiferous. Splendid and tremendous. Mud on road. Well, the sign isn't wrong, there is mud on road. Now look at those lovely wee cottages. Oh yes, beautiful. Now, a few days ago when I came along here, I ended up behind a tractor pulling a large trailer full of turnips. I think it was turnips. But today, happily, no tractor. So that's a turnip for the books. Ha! Dad jokes. I'm not even a dad. I probably never will be a dad. But I'm full of dad jokes. They're all there in reserve, you know, just in case the duty ever arises. I've got the most important part covered. Right, I believe I turn right here to go into Kelso. Yep, don't want to go to Yetton, I want to go to Kelso. Only thing is, you can't really see to the left, but it was alright, it was clear. Well, so having a strange wee detour has taken only about 10 minutes longer than it ordinarily would to get to Kelso, because Kelso is just ahead. So here we are in the outskirts of Kelso. We're not going through the town itself. There's no need. We shall be bearing left at the route to go down to Hoyk.